television and the 20-game schedule kind of separately, but we hear they're interconnected. Just how did you weigh the value of playing conference games in November, and just how much did television impact that?
Oh, it had an impact. I think there are a lot of reasons to do a 20-game schedule even without television. Television adds another reason to do so. Probably makes it a little tougher on the coaches, but I suspect most of you welcome that. I think fans welcome that. So I think it'll be popular. Having our own channel is a factor in that, because we need quality inventory, and there's nothing of any higher quality, generally speaking, than two ACC basketball teams playing each other. And the early season, we've talked a lot about, how do you tip off the basketball season in a way that you kick off the football season. And that's really hard to do because of obvious circumstances. And, our discussions have been more national about that. This is a way we can sort of address it just as a conference in terms of tipping off the year. And if you go back, you go back into the 60s, there were ACC conference games in December in the 60s. A lot of people forget that. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a terrific thing.
Just to follow up on that, would this just basically be one? Everyone plays one conference game at the start of the season, and then it's all non-conference until end of December, or kind of how, or will it be a couple conference games for everybody in November? How will that kind of be working out?
There'll be a couple before Christmas,
and then
it'll get back into the more normal, flow.
And will they all be on the new channel, or will they be kind of all these games will be November games will be spread out among different ESPN, that kind of thing? And
they'll be spread out some, but some of them will definitely be on the ACC channel.
And finally, I guess, whose idea was this, and are the coaches being kind of dragged kicking and screaming along with this idea, or what was kind of their reaction there?
No, they bought into the idea pretty readily, actually. Kind of coming out of the discussions about how do you, give some bang, so to speak, to the start of the season.